Hello, hello, people. Welcome, welcome. This is day 3 of the Nutrition Boot Camp. I'm Toby, your host of this, and just wanted to say congratulations on purging your kitchen. Congratulations, everyone in the group who has completed day 2, the purge. I know it was tough. I know you gave away some good foods, some good snacks, some good everything. But it's for the better, and you will understand as time goes along. Your diet is more about nutrition and understanding how food works for your body, okay? You don't want to live to eat, you want to eat to live, okay? So, good job, everyone. Give yourself a round of applause, okay? So you purged your kitchen of anything that should have not been in there, okay? Should have not been in there. Based on the guidelines that I gave you. So, great job. Day 3, this is meal planning, okay? Day 3, it's all about meal planning. So, day 1, we had the intro. Day 2, you just purged your kitchen. Now, day 3, now you have to plan meals, okay? I believe your homework was to pick a time of day that you want to pick out to eat, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, time of day that you want to prep your meals. So, the most popular ones I've heard in the group have been dinner, maybe some lunch, but dinner primarily. So dinner is always hard to prep. Not arguing with that. I know that. I have a problem with that as well sometimes. Dinner's tough. You don't want to eat salad every night. You don't want to eat the same thing every night. So I understand that. Let me tell you one thing about meal planning. When you meal plan, once your body adjusts to knowing when you're going to eat this meal, you have nothing else to worry about because it's repetition is memory that is stored in your body. Okay, so keep this in mind when you're planning this meal for dinner time or lunchtime or breakfast time. Okay, and then when you meal plan for a week at a time. Okay, some people do 2 weeks. It's a lot of cooking, but usually in general, a week at a time, people meal prep for. So keep that in mind, a week at a time, okay? So once again, you've had homework each day. So you also will have homework today, okay? So at the end of this live feed, before we sign off, I'll give you homework, of course, again. And of course, like I said, feel free and ask any questions in the chat, and I will get back to you, me or Shannon. So let me show you what a typical meal planning template looks like, okay? Hope everyone can see this, okay? Here you have breakfast, if that's the one you want, and I've broken it down into fruits or veggies, whole grains or carbs, a protein, and a drink, okay? Now this template will be available in the group, so you can, it'll be a PDF, so you can print it out, download it, print it out, piece of cake, and you'll have this to work with, okay? And trust me, nobody gets this right on the first time, okay? Trust me, I've been where you're at. I've had to start from scratch. I know what it's like, and trust me, it's hard to, really get your diet to where you want it to be. So this is a great starting tool. I wish I had this when I first started changing my diet and nutrition. Would have made my life a whole lot easier. It's also broken down, like I said, you do it for a week at a time, so 7 days at a time. So this is from Sunday to Saturday, okay? This will be in the group. So let me give you a brief demonstration or a brief illustration of what a typical day, a typical lunch meal would be like. Okay, so let me do that for you. All right, so what we have here, okay, so say you pick dinner, okay? Dinner is the block of time that you want to meal prep for, okay? A week's worth of dinner, different dinners, okay? So say Sunday, you want to prep your food, you went grocery shopping the day before, or you went grocery shopping earlier in the day, come home, okay, I want to prep my food. Okay, so for dinner, your veggie, it wouldn't be fruit, it would be a veggie. You can pick, let's say we picked mixed vegetables, okay? Mixed vegetables come frozen or in the can. I recommend frozen because they're easy, they're microwavable, still the same great nutritional value, except you do not have to eat them out of a can, okay? So take this into consideration. So your veggies, mixed vegetables, okay, cool. Your carb, it could be a red potato, okay? Could be a sweet potato, could be a whole grain pasta. It could be whole grain rice, brown rice, okay? These are just some of the things you could add in that whole grain / carb spot, okay? So keep that in mind. Your protein, that's your meat, okay? That could be grilled chicken, that could be baked chicken, that could be baked fish, grilled fish, that also could be ground turkey. Any of those type foods could be your protein, okay? Any of the meats could be your protein. So keep this in mind, okay? And your drink preferably at nighttime, you want to keep it light, so it could be water, or I recommend green tea. Green tea is good, helps slim your stomach, so that's why I recommend green tea usually to people. But it could be either of those options, okay? Now, I just gave you a sample day of what a dinner would look like, okay? If it was a snack, okay? Let's take snack for instance. Your snack could be fruit or veggie depending on the time of day, okay? If it's in the morning after your breakfast, fruit is fine. If it's towards dinner, you want to go with more veggies, okay? Raw vegetables you can eat. Fruit later in the day is generally not good because you're not going to burn that sugar off, okay? So keep this in mind as you plan these meals. Your snacks, you want to eat generally fruit. Generally, you want to eat at lunch or before, okay? Vegetables are good any time of the day. Vegetables are good any time of the day. Stress that again. Anytime you're good, cooked, raw, they're good. Anytime, okay? So your snack would be a veggie if it's in the afternoon, fruit if it's in the morning. So morning snacks are tough, so let's go with a piece of fruit. So whatever fruit you like. Cantaloupe is my specialty. I like that. Strawberries, fruit blend, melon blend, any of those, like pineapple, watermelon, cantaloupe, something like that. Grapes, apples, oranges, all that good stuff you can eat in the morning, okay? Now, you don't need a protein with your snack. Now, say you're pressed for time and you can't get to any fruit, you can have a protein shake as a snack. A protein shake can also be a meal, okay? So it can be a snack or it can be a meal, okay? Depends on, how your day's going. So keep this in mind as well. And you drink is water. Gotta keep water in your body. Gotta make sure you have enough water, okay? So your snack right there, and you do not need a carb. But if you did want a carb, recommend peanuts, almonds, mixed nuts. You could do apples and peanut butter, something like that. Peanut butter is a carb, even though it has protein as well. You could also do, let's see, what other good stuff we can give you for snacks. You can do, I like fig bars. I eat those. They're really good. Make sure they're all natural. I eat granola. Granola is a good snack. Yogurt and granola is a good snack. So you definitely have plenty of options there when it comes to your snacks. Okay, so, but just keep in mind the time of day, like I said, about the fruit, lunchtime or before, you want to try to get your fruit in. Okay, and then if it's after lunch, if you want to eat fruit, if you're going to work out, that's fine. If you're not going to exercise, I don't recommend eating fruit because you're not going to burn the sugar, like I said. So keep that in mind as you choose your meals, okay? So this template will be in the group. Shannon my wife will be posting this to the group so everyone has it. And, play around with it. You're going to have different foods. Say you got, a lot of people to feed in the house. You want to make a lot of meals. You want to make them for a week. So, you can mix the ground turkey. You can eat the ground turkey for lunch and dinner. You can eat the ground turkey for breakfast and lunch, believe it or not. Because even though it's breakfast, it's still a protein. And depending on what you're eating it with, you can eat Turkey and eggs. You can eat turkey and grits. I mean, it's different options. You got to play with your food sometimes to really get the full understanding. So keep this in mind as you go along and you're choosing what foods you want, because it's tough. It's going to be tough. It's tough to choose foods that are pre-eaten or pre-cooked, and they got a lot of salt and a lot of sugar. So this is tough, but this is a good tool that's going to help you. Okay. Now, your day 3 homework will be to make a meal plan. Okay, for that whatever meal you chose, whatever time of day, whether it's dinner, lunch, breakfast, snack. Make a meal plan for the whole week, for those 7 days. Okay, 7 days. Map that out, and then see how you feel about it. If you feel confident that you can stick to it, then try to stick to it. Try to give it a chance. The following week. But definitely play around with the meal planner. You feel like you can do more than one time of the day, then try to add another time of the day in. Whatever you feel comfortable with as far as the meal planning, that's the route you want to go. So start out one time of the day, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Do that for the whole week, okay? And this is something you got to stick to, okay? You can't, I know people work, everyone works, I work, but I'm disciplined in the sense, if I know this is what I'm eating, that's what I'm eating. That's it. If I wrote it down, I know I'm going to eat it. So that helps, with your accountability, okay? So take this into consideration, and I wish you guys luck this evening. And once again, good job on the purge. If anybody's having any trouble, please get in contact with me via the group. So talk to you guys soon.